Hello everyone and welcome to another custom figure Redux, and today we're going to be looking at this Season 18 4th Doctor. Now I originally did this as part of my The 4th Doctors series, which really, might not seem that different to what I've done here. But what I did on that one was I also put the waistcoat on his shirt, and the base figure was actually repainted from a regenerated 5th Doctor, and the paint just never matched up. I really was never pleased with it, and it was one of those ones that I always plan to redo in future because I do like the Season 18 look, and having a hatted variant of it as well is certainly something that would have been nice to see. So what I've done for this one, it is very, very simple, but I think there are changes that work very well, is obviously hatted variant. So this is the 13 Doctors box set version, which comes, I believe the costume he's wearing is actually from Legopolis, but this is I would determine a Leisure Hive variant. So you could say that the colours are a little bit off because it's a darker figure than it appears in Legopolis. But I've matched the hat to the coat, and then I've also put a metallic band around the top of the hat, again just to make it look a little bit closer to what's on screen, and it works really well. But there is one more extra thing that I have done with this, which I'm going to quickly zoom in on to see. Because as you can see, this version has the socks and the shoes. I've had to remove his scarf and hold his coat open so you can see, but this is a great little variant. As I said, he normally has the boots, but having the socks and shoes I think just works really well. So for this, what I've used is the legs and shoes from a Clockwork Android Series 2 figure. But again, it works really well. They really do look the part. Paintwork on the socks is a little bit off, but it's good enough. And the only real sadness with this is the fact that the coat and the scarf hide them, but again, it's a really nice little variant to have, and it is something which is really nice and a little bit different, which is something that I think we would like to see in future. But that really is basically all I've done for the figure. But one thing that I would like to say in closing on this is, as some of you will know, a hatted version of this figure was prototyped many years ago. If rumours are to be believed, I think along with a couple of other ones, it's one of those moulds that's sadly gone missing, so the chances of us ever seeing it again using the original tooling is unlikely. However, I would say that there is still certainly a market for this figure because people love the Season 18 variant. It's one of the more highly sought after figures. It's only ever had 2 releases. So seeing that would be brilliant, but personally I would definitely go for a hatted release in future, because essentially all you would need for the hatted release, I say all you would need, again I appreciate this means making new parts and things like that, and I get the production cost side of that, I want to make that very clear, but you could release this this version. So you would have a new head sculpt with a new hatted head, because obviously this isn't the standard head that goes on other figures. They have the hatted head. It's got a peg as part of the sculpt rather than a sitting in a peg on the head. But if you did a hatted head, and then for the legs and the feet, I would forego the ability to sort of move the calves, and swivel the feet, and just create an entire new leg piece for these trousers, kind of like how they did with the 13th Doctor figure, and I know they've done it with a few others, but the 13th Doctor figure, for those who don't know, large portions of that are actually a Martha figure, and they reuse parts from that. So you don't have any articulation in her sort of lower legs and feet, and it really doesn't make that much difference, I think, to the figure. So I think if you had an entire new lower leg piece with the shoes, it would look perfect, and it really would look great. And I absolutely believe that if you put this in either a character options exclusive set or you put it in a B&M set, personally, I would go for a B&M set. I would go for this Doctor. I would go for a new variant of Romana from the Leisure Hive, and then just K9. I believe there was a B&M set many years ago that did a very similar thing with K9 along with the Fourth Doctor, which, you know, proves that it can be done. Or, you know, there's no reason why it can't be done, put it that way. But I think if you had a new variant of Romana, K9, and this Fourth Doctor variant in a B&M triple pack, it would fly off the shelves. It really would. People would absolutely love it. But that's just my thoughts. I'm hoping that it will be listened to, because it's certainly be one, as I said, that people would love to have. But for now, that brings to a close another custom figure Redux. As always, I hope you all enjoy this video. Like, favorite, subscribe, share, it really helps me a lot, and be sure to description below for a link to my Patreon. There is an update coming on my figure animation. It is still very much a work in progress, and I'm hoping to bring you all an update about it very soon. But in the meantime, all of your donations through Patreon are greatly received, because they really help with the running of the channel and keeping things going. And for the very minimal amount, you can get your name at the end of my videos. I salute you all, and I will see you in another video very soon.